space. Points, lines, and planes notes. First thing we need to talk about is a point. We actually always talked about a lot of this stuff the other day during the vocabulary, but I'm going to teach you how to name this stuff today. A point is a location. I spelled location wrong. Sure. Point is a location. It has no size or shape. Once again, these are things we discussed yesterday during the vocab, but recap. New things. Always use the uppercase letter to name a point. So I head to the side, you have a picture of a point, point A. If you want to name it, you simply name it point A. That's the easiest one not to get wrong. A point. Sliding on down. Next thing, a line. A line is made up of points, then in parentheses, two or more. It's two or more. Should put some space between that two or. So two or more points make a line. So any 2 points form a line. That's the next thing. That's a specific number. Any 2 points form a line, not any 3. Any 3 points will not form a line. That's fine. But between any 2 points you can put on a graph, you should be able to draw one single line. A line has no thickness or width. You name a line by any 2 points on the line or a lowercase letter. So I head to the left, let's look at it and talk about it. You can name a line with any 2 points on that line, or you can name it with a lowercase letter if that lowercase letter is sitting off of your line. That lowercase letter is not considered to be a point. Just sometimes we name a line with a lowercase letter that's usually in cursive or italicized like this. That's off to the side of a line. If you want to name a line with the points, it has to be 2 points. You need to put the symbol for a line over those 2 points as well. So the symbol we use for a line is, honestly, it just looks like a line, just a smaller version of it. A line with arrows on each side, and then under it I will write the points that I want to use. In this case, X, Y. And then since it's a line and it's infinite in both directions, I can flip that around and I could call this line YX too. Based on the information they gave me, the third way I can name a line is just using that italicized letter off to the side, that lowercase letter. But we don't put any symbol for that. We just write the word line and then N. Keyword there is name a line by any 2 points on a line. You can have more than 2 points on a line. You can have an infinite number of points on a line. You only need to name a line with 2 of those points on the line to identify it. So for example, let's add 2 points onto this line just to show you what I'm talking about. Adding 2 points on, let's add this point, call it A, call this point B. I got 4 points on this line now. To name this line, I can pick any of those 4 points and name this line. So instead of calling it XY or YX, I could call it line AY if I wanted to. Or I could call it line XB if I wanted to. Any combination of 2 points on that line will work. Collinear points are points that lie on the same line. We talked about this yesterday. Collinear points are points that lie on the same line. All these points are collinear because they lie on the same line. Non-collinear points are points that do not lie on the same line. You must have at least 3 points. The reason they say you must have at least 3 points is because, like I said when we first started, and like they said up at the top of the line, any 2 points can form a line. If I only got 2 points, I can always draw a line through those 2 points. If I have 3 points, then it's dependent on if those 3 points are in a row. If those 3 points are not in a row and I can't draw a line through them, then they're non-collinear. Alright, moving on. A plane. A plane is a flat surface made up of points. Flat surface made up of points. Any 2 points, no, not 2, excuse me, any 3 points make up a plane. Bad, you wrote 2 already. Any 3 points make up a plane. A plane extends indefinitely in all directions. We talked about this yesterday too. And I said a plane is infinite in all directions. We just give it borders so we can draw it on paper. But it's infinite, just like a line. Name a plane by any 3 non-collinear points on the plane or an uppercase letter. And an example. So you got this plane out here to the left. I got 3 points on there, and then I have an uppercase letter. The only thing I need you to pay attention to, P is not a point on this plane. P is a corner letter it's capitalized. It's usually in cursive or italicized too. That has nothing to do with the points. So I can call this plane a couple different things. I could call it with 3 letters, like they said, plane, 3 points, plane JKL. Or I could call it plane LKJ. You can mix them however you want. Or if I want to use that corner italicized letter, uppercase one, I could call it plane P. Understand that is not a point though. Coplanar points are points that lie on the same plane. So coplanar points would be points like J, K, and L. They all lie in the same plane. Non-coplanar points are points that do not lie in the same plane. Must be at least 4 points. So, and you'll be able to tell what non-coplanar points are when we get there.
This is a drill, this is a drill. Code red, this is a drill. Code red. Lock all doors, lights out. This is.
Alright. So we're back. Intersecting lines and planes. Last 2 things I need to talk about. Well, last 1 thing I need to talk about. 2 lines intersect at a point. You should see that out here to the left. Process this information right here because we got to the back of the page and kids couldn't understand this. My bad. Point. And then next to it, I'm actually name the point where the intersection happens. So these 2 lines right here, they intersect and meet at point P. The line of intersection happens at point P on this one out to the left. And then you have 2 planes that intersect. They're showing you the image right here, the second one. When 2 planes intersect, they intersect at a line. They form a line at the intersection. When 2 planes intersect, they form a line. In this case, based on the information they gave me, I would call this line K. And then the last thing, it says lines that do not intersect and are parallel in 3D geometry are called, and this is that image I showed y'all the other day during the vocabulary. These are called skew lines. Skew, S-K-E-W. using my highlighter here. Show you the skew lines. Got a skew line here and one down here. These two lines are on different planes and they're not parallel. They'll never intersect, so it's the skew lines. Alright, let's see what you picked up on. Hopefully the fire drill ain't throw you off a little too much. Listen, I'm gonna call around. Try to answer the question. There ain't no shame in it. I'm only gonna use your first name. Nobody don't know you like that. With the diagram provided, answer the questions below. Let's see what DJ was paying attention to. DJ, what are the two other ways to name line QT? Good. No. There's a bunch of other ways, but I'll take TQ since you want to do that simple one first. What's another way? No. Yes, ma'am. Huh? Yeah, you could call it line NT. What else can I call it? Let's name a bunch of them there. Go ahead, Raphael. Louder. Line M. Yeah. He said line something else. Yeah, you didn't say that. Give me one more way. Go ahead. QN. Good. Alright. B, what are three other ways to name plane P? Jayla, you paying attention? What are three other ways to name plane P? They already called it plane P, so you can't name it that way no more. I'll come back to you. Eric, you had your hand up. We'll come back to Jayla. Plane what? Eric, none of those letters are on this plane, man. Look. It's all good. Clifton, come on. VSR, that's one way. Plane VSR. Jayla, you got another way for me? No. I want to talk to you about that, though. You said VNS. So, the reason you can't do that, you see where N is? Is N on plane P? No, it's not. N is not a point on plane P. What's another point that's not on plane P? T. Don't use either one of those 2 points to name plane P another way. Anybody that don't see that, I can talk to you about it. Everybody should see that N and T are not on plane P. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jayla. Give me another one. I didn't hear a correct one yet. VRQ. They said 3 ways. We got to name it 3 ways. Jayla, this was your question. Go ahead and finish it. SQR, okay. Yeah, that's 3 different ways you can name plane P. They already did it with the one letter in the corner, so you can't do that again. But you can name with any 3 points on that plane, non-collinear points. Alright, C. What are the names of the 3 collinear points? And then it says, what are the names of the 4 coplanar points? We're going to do the 3 collinear ones first. Cariana. Say it louder. Yes, RQS are all collinear points. There's another set of collinear points too. Do you see them, Cariana? good. T, Q, and N. Then after that, it says name 4 coplanar points. Anybody? Carry on. You might as well finish this one. Say it one more time. Well, no, you don't jump down to the next thing. So let me read this again. This is the second part of the question C. Number C. Letter C. What are the names of 4 coplanar points? I put a semicolon there to separate my stuff. Somebody else jump in. DJ. 4 coplanar points. Who? Did you say E or O? That's a L, and that's not even a point. Four. Thank you. V. She said VSQR. Yeah. Those are 4 points that are on the plane. Coplanar points. Alright, now we can do number 2. Number 2 has a different diagram. Stop looking at the diagram for number 1. I say that because kids in the last class was doing that. Use the diagram to the right to name the following. A. 4 collinear points. Jim, name 4 collinear points on number 2 for me, man. Or 2A. A little bit loud. I think you said it right. Yeah, HNKI. So it was just third period. Y'all doing okay. Third period was struggling. Zamaria, a line that contains point M. That's not how you name a line. It's on the front in the notes. Deja. Yeah, you can call it line P. That's a simple way. I want to give me another way, Deja. Something not so simple. Huh? Look on the front. What's the other ways we named the line? Not with one letter. Go ahead, man. Yes. Yeah, you call it line MN. You call it line NO. Whatever you want to call it. Next one, it says a line that contains point H and K. Come on. KN is fine. Line KN. Give me another way. Say it one time. HN. Yeah, HN. Raphael. Line R. I just keep doing it. It's kind of, hopefully I'll figure out what's going on. Another name for line Q. Adeline. Two letters, man. You name a line with 2 letters, planes with 3. Let her finish. She can figure it out. I mean, take a letter off, man. Thank you. Give me one more way, Adeline. Adeline, give me one more. JL. The intersection of lines P and R, Rachel. The intersection of lines P and R. Rich, you working on it or you about to tell me? The intersection of lines P and R. What you had your hand up for? I thought you were trying to answer a question earlier. Answer this next one then. The intersection of line P and R. What is in? No. When two lines intersect, where do they intersect at? I'm asking you questions that I gave you on the front notes. Go ahead, Dakar. Huh? No, it ain't K. Go ahead.
No, point N.
Point N. Yeah, I know. Point N. You need to understand two lines intersect at a point. Point N, not a line. No. When two lines intersect, they intersect at one point. Point N. That's all I'm looking for, is make sure you know what it is. Sliding to the next figure, number 3. Diagram is to the left. On number 3, it says in line containing point F. Metal. Give me something less easy. Name it another way. A little bit louder. Thank you. Another name for line K, Maxim. You got this one? EC, thank you. Give me one more. BE, thank you. Plane containing point A. Ooh, I ain't mess with you. You keep answering. Jenna, you know this one? A plane containing point A. I'll come back to you. Jenny. Plane containing point A. A little bit louder. A plane containing point A. Oh, Shay. Huh? Yeah, plane M. You know you're going to have to give it to me another way than that, though. Plain M, because you could use that capital cursive letter. What's another way, Shay? ADE. Alright, plain ADE. That's cool. An example of 3 non-collinear points. We haven't had biology yet. Yes, sir. Non-collinear points. You said A what? K is not a point. Okay. AEC will be non-collinear points. That's fine. A, he said E and C. My bad. Let me me zoom out a little bit. And then it says the intersection of plane M and line K. Plane M and line K. Trenton, what if plane M and line K intersect? Point what? Yeah, point E. Cool. Alright, last little section, and then I'm done. Well, for the moment. Answer the following diagram. Yeah. One out to the right here. Alright, so in this one it says 3 coplanar points. 3 coplanar points. I feel like I don't hit everybody. I ain't hit you yet. 3 coplanar points. Say it again. Yeah, X, W, and V will be coplanar. A plane containing point X. Going again?
Plane R.
Yeah. Name it another way for me.
Plane Y X.
One more letter. Yeah, YXV, that's fine. This one for you, son. I've been saving it. The intersection of plane R and plane XYZ. Before she answers this question, when 2 planes intersect, what do they form? If you need to flip back to the front, flip to the front. Yeah. No, man. A line. So your answer should be a line. So it says the intersection of plane R and plane XYZ. Summer, you know this one? Oh, look at you. Yeah, that's why I'm moving you. Yeah, she's right. I'm going to show it to you too. I'm going to trace. She said line XY. A lot of y'all might not be able to see it, but I'm going to show it to you with my highlighter. So you got plane R. I missed too, just like I did last period. Plane R is this flat plane right here. And then plane XYZ is this triangular one going up like this. They want to know where do these 2 planes intersect. Summer is telling you that these 2 planes intersect at line XY, which is correct. Here. This is the line at which those 2 planes meet. X, Y, Y, X, whichever way you want to write it. I suggest when you do this on the practice too, it's going to ask you this question twice in the practice. Like, do like I did, either with your pen or a pencil. Like, outline the 2 areas that you're looking at, and it'll be even easier on the practice, but it'll kind of guide you to where the line should be. Once you outline the 2 areas that you're supposed to be looking at, 2 planes. D says how many planes appear in the figure. Jen, you know this one?
I don't know, 8.
You just guessing the number 8? Lord have mercy. Look over here and count it. How many planes do you see?
Okay. 4, 5.
You gave me 2 numbers there.
5.
Yeah, 5. For those who can't see, I see 4 triangular planes all meeting at the top up here at point Z. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I see 1 flat one at the bottom. That's 5. How many planes contain point W? My last question. I know you know. Huh? I'm hearing 2 and I'm hearing 3. What are we rolling with? Some people saying 2, some people saying 3. Let me ask you. Does this bottom plane, does it contain W? What about this one in the front, this triangle one right here? What about this one on this side? Does it contain W? Well, that's 3 for me. Corner points are still points on a plane. You're going to see that in your practice too. Those corner points count as points on a plane. You just got to figure out which plane they go with. They might go with multiple planes. All right, let's see what y'all got.